Hey guys, it's a Squirrel's Nuts, bringing you an episode called Winning Without Killing, brackets almost. Okay, so I'm rocking a P90, which I've just been playing around with, quite new to this particular weapon in Battlefield 3. So I've got a laser and a red dot on there. Quite enjoying it, actually. Played some Team Deathmatch just to scale it up, then I thought I'd bring it into Conquest. I'm in a squad with Twix Killer. You can just see him on the left, on the name down there on the left. He's one of my friends, watches my vids. So he's assault as well, which means that we get to res each other, which is quite handy. Now, what I thought I'd make this video for is because I think I only end up with about 4 kills at the end of this particular game, but I end up with quite a good score. And the reason being, of course, is because I'm doing a lot of healing, a lot of reviving, and I'm trying to play smart, if you like. I'm not trying to be right on the front line. I'm trying to just stay back from the front line and just kind of assist the rest of my team as we move forward, which I think is the best way to play a healing assault guy. I mean, obviously you can play an all-out warfare kind of assault guy if you rack the grenade launcher, the M320. But I'm going for med packs and healing, so as you can see here, I'm just basically trying to keep alive in this room so that some of my squad members can spawn back on me. Doesn't always work, of course, but then, hey, I get revived anyway. So we've got A and C, and we're coming in from A. So what I try and do, I mean, in the back of my mind, what I try and do is, obviously A is something that has to be held, and B is the thing that usually gets fought for. And then if you can hold A and B, you'll push them back towards C. That's what you try and do. And if they're a clever team, they'll generally try and come round the back of you to A and sort of get behind you and flank you. And that tends to happen. If you look at this particular bit here, we've just capped B. But I know for a fact that there are some people in that room on the right there. And if you can see that, look at that now, look at the mini-map. There's a shed load of them. So they're either spawning on each other, or they've got a beacon, a spawn beacon, or both, potentially. I take a lot of hits, so drop down to 1%, so I'm not that much good for anything right now. Just holding back, keeping the team alive. Every now and again, just kind of looking down towards C. Trying to clear this room out, and it's harder than it looks. The guys put up an amazing fight in that room, but eventually we take them out. Now this is weird, watch this. I'm replying to a message, and while I'm doing that, or rather I'm reading a message, while I'm doing that I get revived, and then I get this really weird bug. Look at this. My mini-map has gone to the top right, and I've got the sort of deploy point screen up, but it's not selectable. It's kind of left it up and moved my map up there. Forgot to put it back down. So I've got this really crazy HUD on my screen right now. I'm trying to play while this madness is on my screen. So Dice, you're probably not watching, but if you are, you've got a weird bug here. That was quite funny. Anyway, so we've got A and B, so time to push down towards C. Take the guy out, try and stay alive down here, but it doesn't work out because I think the guy RPGs the Jeep. Yep, he RPG'd us. Noob tube! So we got A and B. Yeah, so what I want to talk about really was I kind of just wanted to know if if you play assault, do you tend to prefer sort of the aggressive assault where you're on the front line, sending in the grenades, taking out cover, trying to push forward, hoping to get revived by the sort of medics of the world? Or are you one of those medics? You tend to play the assault class as a healing, reviving class, and you try and stay back right, just off the front line and support the team. I quite enjoy doing this. I mean, I'm not really just trying to point whore or anything. I just kind of like it because to me, I'm kind of in control of this situation. People are trying to take out the enemy and take out the vehicles, and I'm always as a backup here just to bring them back, which keeps our tickets going and helps us to keep a front line moving forward. And I kind of like that because I'm really making this happen. I'm facilitating this pushing forward. And you need that. You definitely need that on a team, and preferably in a squad. So I'm quite enjoying it. The P90, I've seen it used. It's not a massively popular weapon. I mean, there are much more powerful weapons, like the F2000 is obviously a bit of a favourite right now, which I've not unlocked on the assault class. I'm very close to it now, but I've not got it yet. But, you know, this weapon, I played this in games like Call of Duty 4 and so on, and it was a wonderful, wonderful weapon. I've not got a silencer for it yet, so I'm not really sure how it's going to work then. But as it stands right now with the red dot, really enjoy it. It's got quite a large magazine capacity. Look at that, 51 bullets, which I find really nice. So anyway, here I'm on B. They seem to be capping A, so they've obviously gone round and flanked us. And then we end up in this crazy situation here where we can't quite cap B, they can't quite cap B, and as you'll see in a second, all hell breaks loose. You know, my team's spawning in this room, and as you probably do, you know, you've experienced this yourself if you played this map, you can tend to get trapped here. There's this crossfire going up and down this alleyway, and there's no other way out of this room. So it can be a really good spawn point, you know, which it is if you've got the node or you put your beacons in there. It's a really good spawn point, but it's also a bit of a death trap. So I'm trying to keep everybody going, keep them alive, because I know full well that if I don't, they're going to swarm me. They've already just capped A, and C's looking a bit dodgy. You know, we're really getting under pressure at this point, but miraculously, with all the healing and stuff, we managed to break out of this. I don't quite know how we do it, but anyway, we've capped B, so I think to myself, there's no way I'm going to A, there's too many guys in that direction. What about if I leg it down to C and see what I can do? See if I can cheekily get this one, then we can spawn here and then, you know, come back and flank them. So I managed to get... Oh, nearly got him. Managed to get a guy, nearly got him. I mean, he's what, 16? Is that 16%? 18%? Almost had it, didn't quite work out. What's the best thing I can do? Well, like I say, priority. We need to go back and get A. So I noticed that one of my squad is already at A. So I spawn on him. Then we can cap it. We've still got B. So we're still in a pretty good situation. But yeah, so, Carcand out tomorrow on the PS3. Getting quite excited now, the prospect. Unfortunately, I have to go to work all day, which, you know, doesn't really help. Otherwise, I'd play it all flaming day. But hey ho, you know, you got to pay the bills, haven't you? You got to get your priorities right. But yeah, I'm looking forward to some new maps. This particular map, Grand Bazaar, when I first played this map, I didn't really like it, and I kept getting lost in all these sodding rooms. But now I quite appreciate this map now, if that makes any sense. I think one of my favourites for sort of infantry fighting though is Sen Crossing, and the reason I like Sen Crossing is it's kind of, it's almost like a circle with a crisscross pattern through the middle, which means you've got plenty of potential for flanking and getting round and recovering from a situation. You can get spawn traps if you start on the other side of that river, you can, and then it is horrible because there's only 3 bridges out. It'd be nice if it had a tunnel out there, I think. But apart from that, I think, you know, Grand Bazaar is quite a nice infantry map, and I really do enjoy it. So anyway, you'll see my score. Look, 4 for 3. I only killed 4 people, and yet, what's that? 3,600 points, second place on the team. I think that's quite impressive. Anyway, so winning without killing almost was the title, and that's what I gave you. It was only a quick game, wasn't it? I shall have some Carcand up next, I think. That's all from me, guys. Leave me your comments. Click like if you like my videos, obviously. Subscribe if you've not subscribed. Take care, and I shall see you soon.